Hello, Professor. My name is Jenny. Today I'm going to present the assessments to. Let me just share my screen first. Here, and this is my assessment to presentation, the content. And today I'll divide into four parts to elaborate the assessment to. First of all, I'll just summarize the conversations between me and Michael. And second is the introductions for the society background in really important why. And third is like analysis of assessment approach and connection to evidence and literature. And at the final part, I will just conclude the all points, summarize. I think when I talk to Michael, I'm really focused on what I want to accent. For example, I want to have a like constructions which is from like the current what he really need is about like urgent care. Does he really need the urgent care? What is his like suicide ideations? And I'm too focused on asking him about this, so I forget to like listen to him what he said. Like what when he says like he's a burden in his family, I I just say that, why you sing this way? And he just say, oh, because I just talked to my son yesterday. And I just ask, oh, why you feel you are burdened like that? But actually, he's more comfortable talking another part, which I don't, which I don't focus on. So, and yeah, I think I need to like not just focus what I want to do. And another part is like the use of like the skill I use is as IDS. I don't think it's really suit for Michael. I think I can change to another one, which is SS. I will just talk about my reason why I want to change to another one later. And introductions, as everybody knows, suicide is really major issue around the world, but people will really neglect the issues in older people populations, especially the elderly, over neglect. I think the first things maybe they live alone. No, not everyone will like talk to them, so that sometimes suicide and we don't actually focus about the reason. But like globally, around 800,000 people die by suicide every year. So we should really focus on this issue. And the reference just said that to prevent suicide among the elderly, using appropriate assessment tool is very, very helpful for reduce the suicide rate, like among elderly. So we can also know better by using the really efficient suicide tools. Yes. The next one, analysis of assessment approach and connections to evidence and literature. As I said before, I think I don't actually use the really appropriate the films because what I see is let me see. Because what I see is dun, 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 dun. Because what I do is use the society ideation attribute scale, which is SIDAS divided by 2014, which is like 0 to 50 questions, 50 score, which includes lots of questions. But what I do is like I use a simple form, which is 0 to 10. I only use two questions to ask the patients. The first one is like, what do you think like your suicide risk recently? like right now, 0 to 10, 0 is really low risk and 10 is really high risk. And what's your you, which score is like related your desire to live right now? So based on the Michael answer, and I think it's not really appropriate proper tools to assess his risk of suicide. I think I would like to change another one is SS suicidality scale because it elaborates different different things and the medical staff can just follow up the scale and create a care plan to Michael, which is related to his situation. And as I talk to Michael, I think I will just give him the score, which is amount minus 1.5 to -2, which is really low risk, which means that it's not important to focus on the urgent care for his suicide ideations. Instead, we need to provide a clear plan as we can evaluate his desire of life, live, and maybe create a care plan what things he wants to do right now. Instead, develop like elaborate what he want to die or like that. Yes. Another one is yes. When I talk to him, I'm just really focused about the urgent care. So I think explore even I talk about in the future, what do you want to do or like that. But I don't actually ask more details about what's the things you do that. But is that encourage you to do make you confidence to leave and do you feel interesting when you do that? And he was just like, actually, I just want to stay home. I don't feel well. But we have to step by step to ask why he comfortable to talk. So explore societal relations, chance to evaluate the individual decide to leave. Like each point is really suits for Michael. Yes. And conclusions. Yes, as I say, I think use the correct skill is really helpful for the patients who desire to for living because we can have the reference because people use that and actually have the effect. And not every patient use the same. We have to follow by to everyone's situations and differ different situation. So I think Michael is more suitable for SS. Second one, I think the value of exploring not just about the urgent care, because of this case is he doesn't have really intentions for I really want to do commit suicide. I really want to suicide like that. What he do is he don't feel desire to leave. So what I need to do, what the medical staff need to do is explore more details about that. So, okay. In conclusions, I think I will integrate a more person-centered and holistic approach. Like, so I can give him more plan, more care, so he will just have more informations about how can he improve in his life. So that's why. And just help provide a safety environment. Thank you.